If you're looking to create a major transformation in your life or business, you might be thinking that what you need more of is more motivation, more inspiration, or maybe even more determination. Now, I get it. While all those things are undoubtedly useful when we're looking to create change or transformation, what I find is that the real reason why most people who are really motivated, who are really determined, who are really inspired aren't succeeding in the way that they want is that what they're missing is something that's far deeper and more invisible. What I find is that lack of safety is the real culprit. And it's rarely the lack of motivation or discipline when it comes to our struggle to transform our lives or businesses. Look, change by its very nature is not safe. When we change, even in a positive way, we abandon the known and we step into the unknown. We step into what has never been before, what has never been seen before, what's never been created before. This requires trust. This requires safety. We must begin to acknowledge this reality because more and more I find that this is the missing piece for pretty much every entrepreneur and really every human being. There's so many people out there who are not afraid of hard work. Now, I want you to consider that a lack of effort, lack of discipline, these are not the big problems that are in your way that are holding you back from creating the life or business that you want. And it's very easy to blame ourselves when we're trying really hard, but we're not seeing the results that we want. The real problem is that at a deep, fundamental, primal level, we don't feel safe. We don't feel safe enough to let go of one trapeze bar in order to take hold of a new one. And so we subconsciously sabotage ourselves in order to stay with what we know. And this causes this pattern of looping, right? We're just not in a place where we allow ourselves to let go of who we've been, right? Who we've been all this time, the habits that we've had, that we've been engaging in, the thoughts that we've carried with us, that we keep coming back to over and over again. And so this causes a deep loss of trust with ourselves. And it actually results in us doubting ourselves because we continually try and we lose faith. So just ask yourself this: have you ever felt safe in the world? What did that look like? What did that feel like? Maybe you can access a memory of a time when you felt completely at ease, relaxed, and happy. Now, how much time during your day-to-day do you actually spend in this state? Or are you usually tense, contracted, anxious, short on time, feeling behind? So underneath the bucket of symptomology that is considered stress, most human beings actually feel profoundly unsafe. Even our very birth into this world, from the warm, comfortable, safe cocoon of our mother's wombs into this bright, harsh, cold world that we're born into, our very entry, our very birth into this world, and that's if there's no other complications, is a breach, this fundamental breach of our sense of safety, of our homeostasis. And so when we feel unsafe as adults, our bodies actually mobilize all of our resources to survive. So as an organism, we go into a state of fight, flight, or freeze. And unfortunately, for most people, nothing changes to alter that state. So we live there. These states become traits. So we get stuck in this hyperactive state or a hypoactive state. So we either are stuck in this deep parasympathetic state of high alert, very anxious, very restless, very just always looking for something being wrong. And when we look from that perception, that's all we find. Or very hypoactive, depressed, depleted, drained, right? And we're just stuck in that deep parasympathetic state because our systems are burnt out. And so what I want you to see is that change of any sort is exponentially harder when we don't fundamentally feel safe in our bodies. When we perceive that where we are in our business, in our life, in our relationships isn't okay, that something else needs to be true for us to feel okay, what we're unconsciously doing is that we're intensifying this feeling of lack of safety. So if you've been pressing the gas pedal in your business, if you've been working hard, trying really hard, but not really getting where you want to be, I want you to consider a new approach. Allow yourself to consider the possibility, just consider the possibility, even just for a few moments, that you're perfect and enough just the way you are, that your business is perfect and enough just the way it is, that even just for a few moments, there is no problem in your life. There's no problem for you to solve. And as you listen to the sound of my voice, allow your mind to come into a state of rest. Tell your body that in this moment, you are safe. You're safe. Feel this for a second. Tune into the felt sense experience of being safe in your body, of being perfectly calm and at ease. Now imagine how much more effective you would be in your work, in your business, in your life, if you could feel this way more of the time. How much more clearly would you think? How much better would your decisions be? How much easier would it be to stick to your commitments without needing to punish yourself, without needing to beat yourself up, without needing to pressure yourself, without needing to shame yourself? All of those things are commitment devices that our parents employed with us and that we took over on long after they're gone. So now we are the bullies. Now we are the disciplinarians. And while using the stick on ourselves may have gotten us this far, may have gotten us certain results in our life, at some point, it outlives its usefulness. And I want you to consider that feeling safe is the biggest accelerant to your life and business that there is. Because as a high performer, because at the level that you're playing at, it's not a lack of effort, of willpower, of discipline, of determination that's holding you back. It's actually this lack of safety. It's actually that you could stand to be a little kinder to yourself. You could be a little more gentle, a little more loving with yourself, a little more patient. That you could take a break from this feeling that there's always something to do and not enough time to do it in. This feeling of safety is the essential condition for your organism and your organization to thrive, not just survive. And your safety is your responsibility. Look, when you feel safe, you can be, do, or have anything that you desire. Remember, you are limitless. I love you, and I'll catch you soon.